Hello, Nebraska FBLA. My name is Jalen Gross, and I am currently serving as your 2020-2021 State Vice President. I have a lot of experience with running social media accounts, so I would like to share some of my experience with you so you can develop your presence on social media. I think we can all agree when I say social media has become extremely vital to keep an organization thriving. When you create your social media presence, many new members and business partners might look at your social media accounts to see what FBLA is, what you are doing within your FBLA chapter, and all of the opportunities that are available to them. With social media, it is extremely vital that you use fun videos, pictures, and graphics to develop your social media page. This will attract people and make them want to join FBLA. With Instagram, you can use fun features like polls and questions to keep members engaged on your page. It is also important to use graphics to your advantage to share information. I personally like to use Canva to create graphics to use. I'm just going to get started on a quick little tutorial on how to use Canva so you can really maximize your usage on social media. So Canva is a platform that allows you to create designs that you can post on your social media accounts. I know that they also have YouTube thumbnails, Instagram posts, and I know that they also have posters and flyers. So if you were to want to make something to hang around your school to let members know that you guys were having a meeting or there was an event coming up, you can use Canva for all sorts of things and not just graphics for social media. So right here, I just took a graphic from the Mountain Plains Regional Rally. So I first started off by taking a template. Since everything has been virtual this year, there hasn't been a lot of photos taken from events or in-person meetings or things like that. Otherwise, you could choose a template that maybe would allow you to add in some photos or some images just to show people what members really are doing. So after you choose kind of the template that you want, which can really be anything, this is the template that I use, but I changed it to kind of match the colors that are on the Nebraska FBLA social media account. So I kind of kept that red, that blue, and then with that hint of the white. Now, when making a graphic, it's really important that you keep all of your color choices down to just 3. Along with 3 colors, you can either have a white or a black. However, you couldn't have the 3 colors and then the white and the black with it, just because you just want to keep in mind that visual hierarchy and just keeping all of your colors just in a way that is really flattering to the image and just is really appealing to the eye and makes people want to look at it. So once you have your template picked out, you can upload all of your own photos. Now, if I wanted to, I could probably add in the Nebraska FBLA logo with our theme to Aspire. However, there's not really a good place to add it without it just not looking right on here. So I probably wouldn't include that. However, if you wanted to, you could include the logo of your local chapter or the national FBLA page. It kind of all depends on what you want on your graphic. If you don't have any photos that you were going to include, you could also choose one from Canva. So if I was going to make maybe one about an upcoming meeting, I could choose a photo from Canva and I could make one about an upcoming meeting coming up. And I could either post that on social media or use it to make a flyer to go around my school. Once again, it kind of all just depends on what your goal is to accomplish with this graphic. You can also add different elements into your design. So if I wanted to add in a shape, of color, that is what this red and white box is. It's one of the shapes that I have chosen, and I just added that red outline just to kind of add in more of a color than just having it be blue and white. So if I wanted to add maybe a frame, you can always do that. They have really cool ones where if you wanted it to look like a computer or a phone, you can add in those. You can also add in little animations, whatever you might want to add to your graphic. Canva will more than likely have something you can add. You could also use Canva to make presentations and add in charts or anything that you really need. That could also be really helpful when it comes to competitive events. If you wanted to add in a lot of pictures but you still wanted it to have a template, then you could choose one of these grids to choose from and then just upload your photos into the grid photos. You can also include just a lot of fun elements to it. You really just, if you want to look for something, they'll more than likely have it. All you have to do is really search for it up here. Next, you can add in text. They have some font combinations, which I think it is really important to have a mix of fonts. So as you can see on here, I have my main focus, which is the Mountain Plains Regional Rally, and I have that much bigger and bolder than these two fonts down here. So it's just important to have that kind of mix, but just making sure that those fonts really combine well together and it doesn't look like it clashes too much. It's really important to do that. I think it's really important to only have about two fonts though. One that is very straightforward and spaced out, and one that kind of has the serif that underlines it. And those are when you have a graphic, it's really important that you include the information that the members will be needing. So I have Friday, June 12th at 4 p.m. Central Standard Times and 3 p.m. Mountain Time. And so as you can see, I have the date, I have the time, and I have where members need to go. So this was a video on YouTube, and the national office posted it on the NLE website along with all of their social media accounts. So I really made sure that I included all of the information that members would need. And then usually in the comments, I like to add just to message us if they have any questions, just because no matter how much you think that your message is clear, people could always have questions. So I think it's really important that while you make a graphic, it's really important that you make sure that members really know that if they have questions, that they can really reach out to you. You can also add in music when you are making a graphic. I have never really added music onto a graphic that I've made on Canva, just because if I were to add music to something, it more than likely would be a video that I would have produced on Final Cut Pro. If I wanted to make a graphic, I could also add in a video from Canva. So if I was making something ocean themed, I could add in all the waves or the coral. It kind of just depends on what you're making this for, because obviously you can use Canva for things outside of FBLA and school. You can use it for fun projects to create things. You can also change the background. So my background is just this blue, but if I wanted to, I could add something that maybe had a pattern. So if I wanted a blue pattern, I could choose maybe this one. Might be a little bit too clashy, but it kind of all depends on what you want to do. You can add in a lot of fun things, but you can also just keep things plain, or keep that along with that. You can also change all of the colors here. They have their default colors, which are all here, so you can change them to whatever color that you might want. Otherwise, it'll also show you your document colors, so it'll make sure that you are staying within your color scheme. So right here you can see I only have my 3 colors and I have the white. Otherwise, if you wanted to, you could also change the color of the graphic by dragging your mouse on the pre-select tool. You know, when you are changing the size of things, you just click on it and then you drag, clicking on the corners of the mouse. You can move things with your mouse by clicking and then just dragging. You can also change the size of your font by clicking up here and just deciding on the font that you want. You can bold your text if you want to. You can change where the text is and how it gets centered in the page. You can add in bullets. You can do a lot of things. You can change the font of the text. So it all kind of depends on everything that you want to do while you make your graphic. I really hope that this video was very useful for you. So I just really want to thank you guys for taking time to watch this video, and I really hope that you guys really benefited from this. I know I've had a lot of fun making these, and I just hope that you guys enjoyed this. So thank you for watching.